I watched a lot of documentaries and kind of watched what he would do. I noticed he had a lot of mouth tension in court. Like he constantly had his hands up by his mouth, or there was a moment where he's crying on the stand saying that my dad abused me or molested me. He said, he gets stuck. He says, my dad, and his lips quivering. And so I tried to incorporate that, a lot of mouth tension, because you don't want to just make up someone completely if they're a real person. And you want to do some justice to what people know of this person, but hopefully reveal more about them that they don't, because that's the story you're telling.
As a storyteller, we want to make sure we get the essence of the story, but that it's based in reality makes it even more surreal. The research I was able to find was old articles and videos and news clips, and so in retelling that story and looking at it that way, you can piece together some of the things, but Jose wasn't a really nice guy.
It's a totally different thing when you're playing a real person, you know, because there's no shortage of footage of the court case, and documentaries about these guys, you know. There's been a couple just in the last year.
He made movies, and so he did interviews when he talked about the movies. There was a lot of press, and there's a lot of websites now and bloggers who like went through the whole thing and said, okay, this is what it was. So I'm trying to find before that, you know, what happened before that. And there's a lot of stuff there.
I tried not to like completely dedicate myself to what I saw on Lyle Menendez. I like watched it a bunch in the beginning, right? And then kind of haven't watched it while we've been shooting, so I could shape my own version of it. Because it's kind of like boring when it's so identical. It's like you didn't put a little spin on it.
Part of the danger of playing a character that's actually lived, that was based in reality or is a real living person or had been a real living person, is that you tend to do an imitation. So you have to pick up the essence of what that person was, the sense of what the relationships would have been like. All the while, you're comparing it against the real facts that really happened. So, you know, I don't know if there's a larger responsibility because he actually lived, but it is a unique challenge.